It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Dalvin Cook. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction, one of the most exciting players in all of sports, now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. And able to get this out to the 25.
Holding, proceeding.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, they'll run it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Carlos Basham drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Marquez Callaway.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short.
Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Davis, 27 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44, Mahomes setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And a nice move. He'll yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Seahawks at 3-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Play action. It's Ryan. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Ryan. Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Play action. Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 2.
Here's Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ryan will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Catch made. It's Moreau.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we are at halftime here in Munich in the NFL International Series. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin out at Arrowhead, Jacksonville, making the trip to the Heartland to take on Kansas City.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Mahomes. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks take back over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 29, Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Able to find Lazard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Now it's Ryan. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. On third and goal, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on third and 1. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and 1.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, They can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 76 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Cook. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will extend their lead even further. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half.